Wow. Okay. Welcome, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the orientation for RIMAN. I'm excited that everybody is here. We're excited to have you join us and spend some time with us on a Tuesday night. So thank you for taking the time to be here. We always like to know when we start these meetings off right away. This is our one time to sort of get into the chat and tell us like, where are you attending from? We kind of like to know who's attending from different areas so we can see how many different people are attending from around the country and around the world. So that's always kind of fun to look at. I see, so many people already chatting prior to my even saying anything. So we've got Houston, Texas, we've got Hawaii, Sacramento, Sylvan Lake, Canada. Hello and welcome. New Orleans, Stanford, Connecticut, Texas, Florida. I mean, we're all over the place. Edmonton, Alberta, wonderful. Motor City, New York. So many people joining from all over the country, all over the world. Vancouver, of course, Cali, New Hampshire, Boston. This is really terrific. It's wonderful that you have all taken a few minutes out of your very busy schedules to spend some time with us so that we could present you with some, we hope, really interesting and beneficial information tonight as we go through this orientation process. I'm kind of just Malaysia. Hello. That's awesome. Reno, Sacramento again, San Diego. Wow, we're all over the place. And that just goes to show you that Riemann is really spreading around the globe, even though it's only been released in a few countries so far. So this is really awesome. So thank you all for taking the time to join us tonight. I'm really excited that you could all be here, and I want to be able to share some information with you about the company and some of our systems and processes. And we've got a couple of different amazing speakers tonight that you're going to hear from. So we're excited, and I want to go ahead and get started. If I can share my screen the right way this time, so give me 1 second. I want to do this the right way. All righty. So you should be seeing my screen now, and welcome again to the orientation. Whether you're a first-time guest with us or you're returning because you've been here with us before, it's wonderful to have you again. We just want to show you the opportunity and explain a little bit more about it. This orientation will give you basically a game plan to quick start the business opportunity with RIMAN. And one of the things you're going to note right away, for those of you that maybe just joined the RIMAN opportunity, some of you are returning and you already know this. I've been in RIMAN now for about a year with my wife, Randa Allen. We are co-team leaders together. And it's an amazing opportunity. We have met so many wonderful people. We have made so many new friends. And you're here and you're going to build new friendships and potentially new lifelong friendships. So we're really excited. Now, I'm just going to note right now that during this whole thing, we're going to present a lot of information to you. So I suggest that you take some notes, get out the pen and paper or your iPhone or whatever, take some notes. We don't always pay attention to the chat as we're presenting. So if you have questions, I recommend you talk directly to your upline or the person who invited you to be here tonight to answer any questions you might have, or reach out to us after the presentation. So what I'm going to talk about tonight, or what we're going to go through tonight, is some information about RIMAN. I think you probably already have some of this information and know about the company, but we're going to review that. We're going to go through some of our systems, talking about how to launch your business to the best of your ability and really use the information that's at your fingertips provided by the company for you, and any exciting announcements. And we're going to go over a few of the game plans, how to get to those levels that will make the biggest commissions for you: manager, senior manager, team leader, and beyond, etc. So we're really excited to be here and talk about these things. I think we will just, it's a refresher, or if you don't know, RIMAN was established in 2018 in Korea. And in a short 5-year period, they did an amazing amount of sales. They did over $2 billion in sales in a short period of time. And now that it's come to North America and they've pre-launched in Taiwan and Hong Kong and other countries, the revenue just continues to grow. So in the first 5 years, they sold over 35 million bottles of their product. 35 million bottles in Korea alone, South Korea alone, and that is roughly 50 million people. So you do the math, that is a lot of product in that country. And they realized exactly what they had on their hands and how much it would potentially grow if they wanted to bring it to other countries, and they have. They're always taking the time to advertise the product and to bring us the latest and greatest information. You can see from the slide here, they've advertised in Hong Kong and Las Vegas and New York. We've already had 2 conventions. We have another coming, which someone is going to talk about in the slides or in the presentation tonight. So there's so much going on in this company for a company that's only been around for such a short period of time, realistically. One of my favorite things about the company, as I've been with them even in the last year, is that they really are rethinking, reimagining it, and redefining everything they do. We've seen some amazing changes in just a year and some amazing announcements at the conventions or at the special events that they hold. So, the philosophy behind the Korean skincare and the cleansing and hydration and protection, those are extremely important, and they have some amazing and unique products in our line that really take care of those things. The products provide immediate results. It is safe, affordable luxury products. And as I'm sure all of you know, if you're here, you've probably already attended a K-pop-up. You've probably already tried the product on your skin, as I have, over and over and over. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. And you can tell that when you put it on your skin. And so it's an amazing product. And I think everyone here would agree. And obviously, it provides a high commission opportunity for those of us that are taking advantage of the business opportunity. And the people speak for themselves. I mean, the community of people here at RIMAN is just par none. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is the support system. First of all, the person who signed you up is your first line of support, right? And their entire upline and the team and anyone else who is in this opportunity. We are all really here to help each other. But in addition to that, the company provides an amazing support system at riman.com, where you can get a lot of information immediately available to you when you take advantage of the plan and become a planner. So at riman.com, you can go in and enroll your new distributors and customers. You can place orders. You can review order history. You can see your commission histories and look at the business tools or monitor your team performance as your team is growing. And this is all included. This is at no additional cost to you, readily available at riman.com. And so for me, this is amazing. This is where I spend a great amount of my time every single day as my wife and I have grown our business. Now, the business office, RBO, that also allows you to then go into the deeper details about everything you're doing with your business. And you'll notice that the images here are from a smartphone, and that's because the reality is we all live on these devices, right? We live with that smartphone on our hip, in our hand all day long. And so the ability to be able to pull up your business, look at information, find out exactly how you and your team are doing, it's literally incredible that we have this opportunity for us with this website and with this software. Now, another terrific feature about it is the My Shop page. So again, included in the process, in the opportunity, is the ability to have your own shopping page where you can use this to send links to potential customers, to potential distributors, to be able to go in and see your referral links or your shopping links, or see an image of you and your shop, etc. So you can create your own little shop. You can customize it so it can have your lovely profile image so people know who you are when you send them the link. You can give it a name, a tagline, a little description. I love to use it. I use it all the time. I send links out all the time to our customers to remind them of the things I think they need to buy. So once you have customers, you say, oh, I know certain people are going to need certain products. I'm just putting it in my shopping bag and sending it out to them. So they don't have to go to the site per se, but that's just what I do for customer service. Now I can send them the link. They just tap on the page that says, welcome to Scott's shop, and they've got everything they need at their fingertips. So these are amazing places for you to know that this is available to you. Now, the drive is like par excellence. Like when I first started with Riemann and I found the drive, I was introduced to the drive. I spent a huge amount of time there because, again, they are providing you tools that are readily available to help you grow your business. There isn't any reason for you to have to figure out how to go and create a brochure, or what is the product made of, or what are the ingredients, or what are the right steps to use the product, etc. Obviously, you want to know this information to some extent, but all of the information is readily available on the drive. So you can download the brochures, you can download the ingredients. There are even marketing tools that you can use. You have access to the marketing videos, videos that you can download and play at your K pop-ups to show the steps of Incelderm and Radiansum and what the Bodalab products and the Lifening products can do for your potential planners and your customers. And this is all, again, at no extra cost to you. This is included in the website. So you have to take full advantage of everything I'm showing you right now, because this is how you truly make the best of the business opportunity, is using all of the tools that are available. And actually, the next tool I want to talk about is really one of the biggest, and that is really the launching your business area. Because we know, life isn't always simple, and launching a business can be a very stressful thing. And without a little bit of assistance, perhaps you're like, what do I do next? Well, again, on the drive, we have these forms available to you. So our launching the business form, or launching your business form, helps you to immediately start to recognize what you want to do with this opportunity. Where do you see yourself in a short period of time, a couple of months? Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years, 2 to 5 years? Why are you doing this? How are you going to achieve the next level, etc.? It's all on these forms. It's all readily available to you. And again, we highly recommend that you do this. When my wife and I launched our own business years ago, so I've been in the fashion business with my wife. She's been in it since I think she could learn to sew, but I came in around 1998 or so with her. And when we first launched our business, we had to sit down and we had to come up with an entire business plan, Excel spreadsheets, and meet with people and discuss it and try to figure it all out. And we didn't know what we were doing originally. And had we had something like this to just kind of say, hey, here's where you're going to start, here's some of the simple questions to get you going, and then you can add to it as needed. I mean, that's what makes the difference in starting out a business on your own. Some of us are entrepreneurs. Not all of us might be, but we have that entrepreneurial spirit, or we wouldn't be here. And so because we have that, then we want to take the advantage of these forms to really say, what is it we want to get out of this? What are your short-term and long-term goals? And then, why are you here? Something Danny Bay said at the convention, I think it was, aren't you tired of having month left over at the end of your money? It took me a second. I was like, wait, that's, when I was younger, that was happening all the time. Now, as a business professional, et cetera, maybe not to some serious extent, but that's a really good way to look at it. Like, you run out of month before you run out of money. So what can you do to enhance that? And this opportunity can assist you in doing that. Are you here because you just need a couple extra dollars at the end of the month, $500 or so? Are you trying to pay off a mortgage, or buy a new car, and you need some assistance financially to do that? Because this business can do that. Do you want to build a better financial future and have a retirement that you can feel safe and secure for your family and be able to provide to them? This plan can do that. Do you want to be able to travel more, have the freedom to not really have to work a 9 to 5 job? I want to work the hours I want to work. I want to do the things I want to do. And if I want to take a day off, I want to take a day off. Monday, Thursday, Sunday, doesn't matter. And this opportunity provides you the opportunity to do that. So it's really, truly amazing how much freedom you can get. But make that why, make your why personal. The more personal it is, the more successful I believe you can become in this opportunity. So I'm going to turn this over to our next few speakers right now. I want to introduce you to Peggy Lim. She is a full-time real estate agent. She is a wife and a mom of 2 beautiful children, and she is also a team leader with RIMAN. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
There we go. Hi, everyone. My name is Peggy Lim. As Scott shared, I have a wonderful, supportive husband, two beautiful kids, 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and I'm a full-time real estate agent. So I have my own business and I'm super busy. So just like many of you guys probably are. But my story, my journey with Remon began in December, I'm sorry, not December, March of 2023. I happened to, well, first of all, I just want to also thank God for this opportunity because I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe anything just happens randomly. So every part of this story I know that there's a divine providence there. Um, and I'm very grateful for it. So when I happened to be looking at uh, Senior Director Karen King's IG stories, she was sharing about how her mom she thought her mom got Botox, and she asked her mom, did you get Botox? And she said, no, I'm just using this new Korean skincare that I was gifted by your an aunt's friend from Korea. And she went on to talk about how she started using it and her skin was changing. And it was just right at that moment when I realized, like, I'm that girl that goes into Sephora or Lancome or Sisley, and whatever they try to sell me, I end up buying because I just believe it. I'm like, okay, sure, let me take that. I take it home and I use it, and guess what? I never buy the same bottle again. I'm always on to the next one because it just never really fulfilled what I wanted it to do. And so I was at that point where I had a lot of products, and I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to try something new. So Karen calls me and says, okay, go on Remon.com, buy the snow enzyme, the active cleanup, the booster serum, the calming gel, the EX cream, the mist. And I was so overwhelmed. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. I'm a 2 to 3 step kind of girl. I cleanse, maybe some toner, maybe a lotion, and then some block, maybe. But I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot, Karen. And Karen said, um, you know what? Just trust me. She said that. And I thought about it for a second, and I thought about our relationship. I had gone to church with her over 20 some years ago, and I trusted her. So when she said that to me, I was like, yes, I would buy this at a counter from some strange lady I don't know. So yes, I'm going to buy this. So I bought the products and I tried it on immediately after I got them, and I really felt a difference. There was an immediate hydration to my skin. The next day, my skin felt bouncy and just youthful. And so I told her, I said, I love it. It's great. But old habits die hard. This 2 to 3 step girl who's not consistent with skincare, I wasn't consistent. And so, for a few months, I kind of had it. Well, I got my mom into it. My mom is religious about her skincare. She loves her skincare routine. And we went to Korea. Ironically, we went to Korea in June, and I spent a few weeks with her doing the skincare routine, morning and night, morning and night. And when I came back, people asked me, what did you do? Did you do anything in Korea? Did you like get a laser peel, or you look really dewy and hydrated? And I thought about it. I was like, no, all I used was my Korean skincare that I brought from home. And guess what? I didn't buy anything. I went to Olive Young. I went to all these places. I didn't buy a thing because I felt like what I had with the EX line was better, far better than anything I've ever used. And so that was when I realized, oh my gosh, like I never thought I was going to do the business. And so I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to show you my before and after picture. And um, I really didn't even actually consider taking a before picture because I never thought of this as a business. I never thought I would be doing this. One advice I would give to you now is take a before picture. You just take it and take lots of pictures to document your progress. But if you can see here, I have make on the before picture, I have makeup on, but you can see it's cakey and it's just really not very smooth. The canvas was not smooth. And after I was consistently using it for 4 months, I noticed my texture changing completely. I actually used to get, I actually do skincare. My esthetician used to do all these extractions on me, like 20, 30 at one time. And after I started using this, like three extractions compared to like 20. And so I knew there was a difference. And even my esthetician said, your skin's different. You're doing something different. And so I shared her, with her, the RIMAN, the experience. And so if you can just tell my face looks shinier, just glowier, healthier. Um, Also, you might notice I kind of lost some weight too. And that's one of the beautiful things about this is it kind of starts this whole domino effect. And I started becoming more conscious about my health and what I was eating and working out. And it was just actually a full transformation, not just my skin, not just what I was eating, but also my mindset as well. So it's been just an amazing journey. I will share with you. My second picture has my daughter in it. My daughter has eczema, as do I, but this I did actually document it either, and I'm so bad at that. So please take lots of pictures. But what I did document one day was she went to the pool. Sorry, she went to the pool and was swimming, and she got incredibly sunburned. Hours she was in the sun, and I immediately thought, I should put some calming gel on that. I think it's going to help. I put calming gel that evening because she was complaining about how it hurt so much. I put calming gel on her, and literally the next day, you can see almost all the redness is gone. She's just a tinge of pink, and she said it didn't hurt at all. And the next picture is actually myself again. I have eczema and I have bouts of eczema too, as does my daughter. And so she loves all these products. It helps to keep her hydrated and not itchy. Well, if you look at the picture on the left, you can see there's bumps, and I have like flare ups with where I start scratching it, and it's red and irritated. And if you know anything about eczema, you know it's an internal immune response. But the way to keep it from blowing out of proportion is you have to stop it by calming it down and not getting it to the point where you're aggravating it and it's scratching and it spreads. And immediately then I put calming gel on that, and the next day, very next day, you look at that, all the redness is gone, and the bumps are gone, and it stopped itching right away. So I'm at 110% a believer in all the products, and I would use these products even if I didn't have this, wasn't doing the business. I mean, these are amazing, amazing products that work on children. My husband uses all the Bodo Lab, and my kids love everything that we have. But I do want to also say that when I was doing this business, it wasn't, I'm super busy, and I never thought that I could have extra time to be doing anything else. And I know a lot of you on this call are probably very busy too. But I will say this was life changing for me. It was a transformation, not just for my skin, but also for my health and also in my mindset. I've grown more, I think, within this past year than I've ever grown, like in my mindset, in my goal setting, and even my leadership skills. And so I'm really embracing this journey and loving the fact that I'm being the best version of me. So thank you so much for listening to my story, and excited to hear your story one day. And I wanted to introduce our next speaker, Director Julian Doan, who is a fitness instructor. And I love hearing him speak, because he is so inspirational and so motivational. And I know he's had a lot of challenges in his life. And so for him to share about all of his overcoming the challenges and being where he's at today is amazing. So, Julian, off
Thank
to
you
you.
so much. Thank you so much, Peggy, for that wonderful introduction. I don't know how I'm going to live up to that. But I mean, as so many of you can see, what I love so much about RIMAN, besides the amount of money you can make, the community, the people that we attract, we attract so many good people, right? And you take a look at those testimonials that you saw, from her personal experience with the products to the experience with her daughter. And I really love what she said, when she started taking care of her skin, looking better, feeling better, those little things domino to ripple effects to other areas of her life. And so that's one of the best things that RIMAN's doing, is really not just changing our face, changing our finances, but literally change our whole entire lives, and being able to surround ourselves with people that might not have a common past, but share a common future. And one thing that we all have in common is we just want a better quality of life for ourselves, for our families, and, to be able to have that opportunity to give and share that with people, it's truly not just a blessing, but I honestly believe it's also a privilege. So, but like Peggy said, my background is not in skincare. I'm a fitness instructor. I teach cardio boxing live in studio. I also film digital classes for platforms like Lululemon, Meta. So my background has nothing to do with skincare. And so about a couple months ago, I found myself in a part of my life where I enjoy what I do. Like many of you, you probably enjoy your career, you enjoy your job, but I found myself worrying about what's next because, my type of career is a little bit different. When I film these classes, usually it's like 3 classes a day, and these classes are 45 minutes each. I'm queuing, I'm demoing, I'm motivating, and on average, it's 3,000 calories a day. And being 37 years old, I recognize that there's a shelf life to my career. And so in the back of my mind, even though I love what I do, I was always wondering what's next. And I had no intention of looking for something like RIMAN. I wasn't looking for something like RIMAN, but when I found RIMAN, I was so glad that I did. And the reason why I say that is because a couple of key things that stood out to me that got me involved was, number one, the heritage ingredients, right? You learned about the giant bung pool, you learned about the Jeju lava energy water, right? And why the ingredients are so special and why we're the only company that has those patents, has the government contracts to be able to use those ingredients. Number two that stood out to me was the instant efficacy. I mean, you saw those before and after pictures. As dramatic as those pictures are, they're one of many. Right? Talk to the person that invited you. Talk to the person that introduced you to the business. We have so many before and after pictures of people getting results. And again, it's the instant efficacy. Because one thing I recognize is if the product is good and it works fast, the less knowledgeable you have to be and the less you have to explain, right? And third, the affordable pricing. Many of us know when it comes to skincare, a lot of times one little moisturizer is $300. Our whole expert line, right? It's cheaper than an average moisturizer. So for me, on a business standpoint, I said that makes a lot of sense, right? Then you take a look at the convenience of our products, how easy it is to use, the technology, the innovation behind it. And they say never judge a book by its cover, but one thing I can honestly say is that the products are so sexy, from the design, the packaging, the marketing. So for me, I got involved. Part of it was because I wanted to hang out with my good friends Tim and Chris. I wanted to work with them again. But I never had the intention of building it as fast or as big as it was. It was just simply me getting involved, introducing it to a couple of people, getting people on calls just like this, and just demoing the product. And sure enough, you demo the product to enough people, what's going to happen? It's going to start growing like rabbits on Viagra. You can't even stop it, right? So I'm super excited. Again, this business has been a huge blessing. That's what most people say, because it truly is. But the secret to an opportunity of a lifetime is to take advantage of it in the lifetime of the opportunity. So I'm super excited to share with you part 2 of the game plan on what you can do to maximize this opportunity, to maximize this moment in time, and more importantly, to create a life that you're excited about, to create a life that you love, right? Scott did a great job talking about your why. And I think everything starts there, because if you don't know why you're here today, chances are you're not going to be here tomorrow. And at the end of the day, more important than what we do is why we do it. So now that we have identified the why, let's talk about the what and the how, okay? Now, when you first get involved, you start as a planner. And as a planner, you're going to get 10% commission on whatever you personally buy, whatever you personally sell. So if you have friends, if you know people that are influencers, that are in the affiliate marketing space, for me, being a part of like Lululemon and marketing a lot of products in fitness, that's pretty standard, right? Either you get discounts on the products yourself, right? And you just make posts, you share about the products, or you get your own unique code and you share the code, people buy from you, you get a percentage. That's pretty standard. But what I love about our rewards program is that it's scalable, right? So for example, as a planner, you start off 10% on your personal customers, 10% on your personal orders, right? Standard. Now, we have what we call automatic promotion system. And what that means is you meet the requirements, you automatically get promoted. It's not based on your boss. It's not based on some weird hierarchy. You do the work, you get rewarded from it. And so when you do about 3,000, when you do 3,000 business points, right, about $3,000 in sales, you're going to achieve the position of manager. And as a manager, you're going to earn up to 25% commission. So now you go from 10% to 25%. And let me share with you something, ladies and gentlemen. Being a part of the fitness industry, marketing brands like Lululemon, Gainful, Vital Proteins, all these different supplements, it's not scalable, right? You just get locked in at a percentage. If you have a lot of followers, maybe you can negotiate. But for me to see something like this, where the average person, no matter your background, no matter how many followers you have, no matter how many likes you get on your pictures, it doesn't matter. Everybody has the same opportunity. Now, when you do 6,000 in business points, you unlock the position of senior manager, and now you're going to get up to 30% plus 5% on team commissions. And again, for me, just taking a look at that, seeing a rewards program where if you're good at getting customers, you can create a substantial income here, right? We're not even talking about building teams yet. We're not talking about referring people to the opportunity yet. We're just talking about simply going out there, getting customers. And for me, that was huge. Being a part of this industry and, being around this industry for quite some time, a lot of times in opportunities, it favors mostly people that can build teams, right? Now, to have a rewards program where simply someone who's good at getting customers can get rewarded just as well, for me, that's what got me excited. Okay, so you want to set a game plan to hit senior manager as fast as possible. Let me share with you something. Success loves speed. In this business, it's easier to build fast than slow. So the first thing you want to do is set a goal date, right? The reason why is when you have a date, you're more likely to achieve it. It creates urgency. One of the biggest things my mentor told me, and I heard Steve say this on so many calls, and you're going to get a chance to hear from him a little bit later, is that without urgency, desire loses all value. Okay, so now that you're here, now that you're excited, it's about working the plan. And then set an achievement date. When did you actually get it done? Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. So senior manager game plan, we're going to go ahead and break down what it is, right? How to achieve it. Now, so how to become a senior manager, right? It's relatively simple, right? All you have to do is go out there and accomplish 6,000 business points in a rolling 3-month period, right? So it could be July, August, September, right? It could be July, August, September, October. As long as you do that in a 3-month period, right? You unlock the position of senior manager. And where can you get those 6,000 business points? You can do it from your own personal orders. You can do it from personal customer orders. You can do it from your first level distribution orders, which is people that you personally introduce to the business, right? These are customers that not only love the product, but they also want to participate in the rewards program as well. And that's one thing you're going to notice with a lot of your customers is that because of their results, the glowing skin, the glass skin, other people are naturally going to talk to them about it. So what you're going to experience is a lot of your customers are going to come back to you and they're going to say, hey, I have some customers for you. Can they sign up with you? And you know what you do? You tell them, no, they cannot sign up with me. Now you're new. You're like, why would you say that? Because you tell them, hey, if you just become a planner and they buy from your website because you introduce it to them, now you can earn commissions on their sales. But don't worry, because I'm helping you and I support you, I'm going to get a small percentage of that as well. And so when you take a look at that simple concept of people helping people, that's why our culture works so well. That's why our company is growing so fast, because you can get involved, not have any idea or experience on what you're doing, but you're going to have levels of leadership assigned to you to make sure you do well. And so for someone like me who doesn't have a lot of experience in skincare, that's not very knowledgeable in skincare, it gave me the confidence knowing that I have people that do have that knowledge and experience that's going to be willing to teach it to me. And from my end, I knew that I was willing to learn it all and I was willing to do it all. Okay. So again, your first level distributor orders, also your first level distributors customer orders. Okay. And once you do that, you're going to become a senior manager. Now, here's also what's exciting. In our company, when you hit the position of senior manager, you hit these ranks, you're going to maintain that rank forever. Okay. Now, certain ranks, as you move a little bit higher, there's going to be what we call maintenance qualifications, right? And for senior manager, that's 3 active customers. That's it. 3 active customers. They could be reoccurring customers. They could be new customers, right? Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Julian, what if 1 month I have 2 customers and I didn't get 3? Do I lose my commissions? Well, one of the things that RIMAN does that I love so much that I actually haven't seen any other company do it. It might exist. I'm pretty sure it does. But in my experience, I've never seen it, is that let's just say 1 month you only get 2 customers instead of 3. You don't lose out on that commission. That commission gets held for you. And in the following month, if you get that 3rd customer, guess what? It's going to get paid out to you, right? So you never lose commission. So again, for me, I was super excited by that, okay? Now, let me go back, right? So again, as a senior manager, you get first level commissions, 25% base commissions, additional 5% on your team commissions, and unlimited levels. Okay. Now we just rolled out a new promotion, a new program that I really love, which is called the RIMAN Dollar Program. Now, when you have 10 active auto ship customers, these are customers that are reoccurring, right? Because when you find a product that you love and it works, you're not going to go back to anything else. And that's one of the things that I'm so excited about RIMAN is because the products work so well, we can confidently stand behind the product. And we know as long as we get someone to use it. And here's my rule of thumb, right? If I hand out product to anybody and they haven't contacted me in 48 hours, I know for a fact they haven't tried it yet, right? Because every single person that tries it, they hit me up before I hit them up, right? And so once you do that, you're going to get 5% additional RIMAN dollars. And what's great about the RIMAN dollars is these are RIMAN dollars that you can use towards promotions, exclusive products, merch, and different things that are not available otherwise, okay? Now, on your personal orders, right, you're going to get 12.5% cash rebate. So whatever personal orders you put in, you're going to get 12.5% back as cash in your commissions. You're going to get 12.5% of that in RIMAN dollars, okay? So let's talk about how that commission looks like. So as you move forward as a senior manager, right, you're gonna get up to pay 35%, the 25% base commission plus 5% and then 5% in RIMAN dollars if you have those 10 auto ship customers, right? So again, let's say you go out there, you're a senior manager. For every customer you get, you're gonna get 30%, okay? So whatever they order, 30% commissions. Now, if you are qualified to participate in the RIMAN dollar program, you're going to get additional 5% in RIMAN dollars, okay? Pretty exciting. Now, let's say you sign up somebody and they want to participate in the business and they're a planner. Now, as a planner, they're going to earn their 10% because it's their personal customers. Well, because you are the one that brought them in, because you're training them and supporting them, right? You're going to get 20% commission on their customers. And you're like, well, why would the company pay you that money? Well, because if someone's just getting started as a planner, the chances are they don't know about all the products yet. They don't know how everything works. So it incentivizes you not just to get people started and say, hey, good luck and cheer them on, is that you're involved and invested in their success as much as they are, okay? And then again, 20% and additional 5% in RIMAN dollars if you qualify for that, okay? Now, let's just say you help someone hit position of manager. Again, they went out there, they did 3,000 in business points. Now, they're going to earn their percentage, right, as a manager. But guess what? Because you're the senior manager, you're going to get 10% commission, okay, on their orders and their business points. Why? Again, it's to make sure that people are helping out people. And for me, that's what gets me excited, because I love people helping people, right? Imagine at your job, if every week, right, when they're calculating your pay, imagine HR calls your boss and they say, hey, we're calculating your boss's paycheck this week. We want to see how well did they train you? How well did they help you? How involved were they in helping you secure those deals? And based on that, your boss got paid more money or less money. How much better would your boss treat you, right? So just think in terms like that. For me, I was super excited by that, because I understood, hey, this is a great culture. This is why we are attracting so many good people, because guess what? We're attracting people that care about people, people that are kind, right? People that want to support people. And that's why it works. Now, let's say you help somebody hit position a senior manager, okay? They're going to earn up to their 35% on their own orders, but you're also going to earn additional 5%, again, because you're the one that started off, you're the one that trained them, you're the one that mentored them. And we always want to make sure that the right people get incentivized. So that's pretty much my part. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for hopping on. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, these calls are going to be the biggest support in helping you build your RIMAN business. Learn the language, learn the lyrics to the song, right? And in the very beginning, you don't have to be the expert. You get to leverage the experts. So with that being said, I get the honor and privilege of introducing the next gentleman. This is a gentleman I actually have the privilege of knowing actually for the last over a decade now. And then this gentleman, not only does he know how to have fun, not only does he know how to make money, I haven't seen that business card in such a long time, right? But not only does he know how to make money, not only does he love to have fun, he cares about helping people, and he's so incredibly knowledgeable. But you take all those four things, right? And you sprinkle some sauce on that. You sprinkle some swag on that, and you get the formula of what Jermaine Johnson is. So without further ado, help me welcome top leader in our company, Mr. Jermaine Johnson. Welcome to the call, sir.
Julian Doan, I appreciate you, brother. Look, you know good and well that you have forgotten more than I'll ever know in this industry. You are a legend, sir, and it's humbling to even speak after you. Normally, I wouldn't, but I've been asked to jump in here and fill in a space. But Scott, so amazing. Scott Allen, the RIMAN man himself, really amazing job. Peggy Lim, oh man, her story, her pictures alone, her before after, phenomenal. Thank you. And then you, brother Julian, look, man, it is a pleasure to just be on this stage with you. Phenomenal information. And honestly, for the sake of time, I'm going to abbreviate, because basically, though, you can just build on what you just so eloquently rolled out. And if everybody just continues to do that, wake up in the morning and say, look, how can I serve the world, and who can I help go to manager and then the senior manager. Just wake up every day doing that, and that's all you need in life. But with that said, I want to just welcome you to all of the brand new people on the call. This is for you. You are definitely in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And look, we just want you to borrow our belief in you. We believe in you. And I want you to know that the best is yet to come. And on behalf of my beautiful wife, Mona Johnson, look, we greet you from Scottsdale, Arizona. And look, we got to stay hydrated. We got to use good skincare when it's 116 or 120 degrees out here. Look, y'all, we are boo-say-booing more than anybody in the country. Look, but with that said, again, I'm Jermaine Johnson. In the year 2000, I was one of the top 5 youth pastors in the nation. I've been in Charisma, Christianity Today, Promise Keepers, been on BET TV and all those types of things. And Peggy Lynn said that she doesn't believe in coincidence, but guess what? A coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. So look here, you were supposed to be here right now. And look, guys, I just want to help you take it a step further. But look, I know there's slides, but I'm going to abbreviate this because I want to get to the maestro, Steve himself. But they've asked me if I could just share a little bit about what it means to go to the team leader position. And so if I can get this squared away here, we'll go from this slide. And so let's continue on my story, guys, as far as team leader position. And look, I will tell you, I'll be transparent. I've been in this industry now for 35 years. Look, I go all the way back years ago, Amway. So I'll tell you, I've done it all. I'll be very transparent. I've done everything. Amway, Primerica, ACN, XL, candle parties, shoe parties, lingerie parties. Y'all forgive me about that one. Pray for me. Look here, I've done it all. Cutco, Kirby, legal plans. Made about $1 million over there, but to go from being broke sometimes to making $30,000 in a day was crazy. But I sat there and I saw other people. I said, if they can do it, I can do it. Because, you know, I was only taught to work a job, but yet I was living between crisis and survival, had a home in foreclosure and 3 children, and I needed some things to change. And so this is where this team leader game plan comes in, because I was told by Danny Bay and Tim and Chris and the other leaders that this is where life changes really for you. And so the team leader game plan is simply this. You just saw the senior manager plan in front of you, but instead of 3 months, this one is over a 5-month. You have a 5-month window to get this one done. And so I want to encourage you here, because it's simply when you have 50,000 BP in the most 5 recent calendar months, when you've created 3 senior managers, 7 managers as well within the organization, and then to maintain it, you have 10,000 BP monthly going forward. But I love the way Danny Bass taught it, say about a year ago, when it was Steve and I around here. And so we were taught it in this realm, because look, before you start building a building, you see, if you're going to build a 3-story building or a 30-story building, those 2 buildings are automatically going to have a different strategy, a different blueprint, a different foundation. Your foundation is different when you're building a 3-story and a 30-story. Can we all agree to that? Yes, it is. And so this is all about your foundation. So maybe you're on this call and you haven't gone senior manager yet. Maybe you're on this call and you're just getting started. Maybe you're on this call and you've been in for a while, and now you're really launching your business, because everybody has 2 start dates. You have the day you start and the day you really start. And so I want everybody on this call, doesn't matter, because maybe you didn't have, say, the type of coaching to tell you how to do it in the beginning. So right now, I want everybody on this call to start brand new. Is that all right? Write on your notes, I'm brand new. I don't care what happened at work today or how crazy those kids are acting. Just write, I'm brand new. Is that all right? Look here, we're brand new and we're going to go forward and build you a building that'll last a lifetime with a strong foundation. And so with that said, this building or this strategy is so that you can maximize the compensation plan. And so why do you want to maximize the compensation plan? Why do you want to go to team leader? Because as you see on the screen, that's going to unlock 45% commission. Also, why go team leader? Because then you'll be in a position to really help other leaders and you can earn 10 to 15% additional commission when you're developing other leaders because it'll unlock another portion of our revenue and rewards plan that has a check match in it because true abundance comes from giving back. So I love that because see, corporate America, they don't want to teach you everything that they know. They really don't want you to get the top and they dare not want you to surpass them. But guess what? No, this isn't this type of a community. We want everybody to win. You saw him say earlier, Julian said what? People helping people. And so there's no limit on how many team leaders that you can create. And the beautiful thing about this, think this, once that you have gone team leader, then you know how to help others. Y'all get that? I love that. See, once you've done it, you can help somebody else. And so here's the way I was taught simply, because for those of you that are just starting here, look, you want to go get 10, at least 10 sharp people just like you. Or in the words of say, my mentor, Les Brown, 10 people that are hungry, some hungry people. Look here, you want to find 10 people to run with. Because you run with finishers, right? See, you rather I'd rather run with 100 than drag one dead body. So look here, you want to find 10 people sharp like you. And within those 3, you're going to identify 3, or 3 are going to identify themselves where they're serious. They are all in. And those are those 3. Hey, let's do what we got to do. Everything that Julian Doan said, we're going senior manager. We're going to help those 3 go senior manager. You're going to lock arms with them. And then you're going to help and focus with them as soon as possible to help them get to the senior manager position. And guess what's going to happen, guys? Team leader is so important because at that point, you're going to have 40% base commission, guys. You're going to unlock 3 generation leadership check match. Also, the RIMAN dollars, which is just extra money, free money to help you build your business. Now, it isn't free because it takes work. Look, you got to put some work in. The only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. Y'all should write that down. So look, you got to put some work in, right? But also, of course, as Julian said, your 10 active auto ship customers. But on your personal orders now you're going to get 20% cash rebate and 20% RIMAN dollars, which we were spending that anyway. So this is a setup for success, guys. And so at that point, team leader, let's just say you have 100 customers. See, if you're just doing 10 customers a month, let's say over the year you have 100 customers. Do you want to do the math? We don't have time to do it because I got to get to Steve. But let's just say that you're a team leader and you have 100 customers. Do you see the percentage back? Do you get, look. Yes, I took statistics, but I don't got time to add that because that's a lot of money. And there will be a point in this business where your checks, they won't make sense. But guess what? You'll spend it. Watch this. Let's say you have some planners. You're getting 30%, guys, because there's planner. They get their 10. You get 30 there. Let's say you have 100 planners. Do you mind that? Well, let's just say, because you're helping people. Let's say you have 50 managers, right? They're getting blessed, but guess what? As they get blessed, you get 20%. Senior managers, you're still getting to, this is an amazing position. Now, how to get it done? Remember, Just focus on people becoming managers as quick as possible, and then senior managers. And if you do the math here on creating those 3 senior managers, but remember at the beginning, I said identify 10. Identify 10, and 3 will let you know that they don't want to let you out of their eye. They want to go to the top with you. They don't want to miss out. Well, let's identify those 3 out of those first 10 and watch, helping them go to senior manager, guys. Look on the screen. When you help them and you help them, then that's 24,000 in BP. When you help them, that's another 24,000 in BP. Then you help them find 3 and develop their 3, another 20. If you do the math on that, that's about 72,000 in BP. Guess what? Congratulations, you're a team leader. Look here. I told you I'm going to do this thing as fast as possible because I want to get to Steve. But just to make this thing simple as possible, as Julian said, here's what I would encourage you to do. Because do you know that we only have 9 weeks until our convention? Do you know the best thing that you could do is to walk across the stage as a team leader? Did you count that our convention is in 76 days? So here's what I would tell you. 1, get excited. 2, we gave you the plan, and then Steve is going to tell you the action. 3, as Julian said, set a date. Then tell your sponsor that you will be a team leader walking across that stage in Irvine in 76 days. And then let's go to work. Is that all right? Look here, guys, I got to get out of the way because words may inspire you, but only action creates change. And the best one to tell you how to put it into action is this gentleman here. His name is synonymous with RIMAN. He knows 150% of the facts of this business, loves to have fun, loves to help people. I mean, he is making unbelievable income in every country that we are opening. He has team there. He's one of our top directors, one of the first ones to just break the ranks. I need you all, put some ones in the chat, put some fire emojis for the one, the only top director, Steve.
Wow, Jermaine Johnson, what an introduction. What a phenomenal training, guys. You know, throw some emojis for Mr. Jermaine Johnson. That was pure fire. And I love his energy. I love his commitment. I love his friendship and how much he cares for this RIMAN community. Amazing job, my friend. And also with Mr. Scott and Peggy and Mr. Jermaine Johnson did a phenomenal job with everything they went over with all of you guys, with our company background, with our SM game plan, with our team leader game plan. And I'm going to be closing out the call. And I'm going to be talking to you about a few things. But, you know, one thing I want to ask all of you is this, right? You know, think about a time, right? Think about a time when you actually committed to doing something different in your life, right? And that time, whether it was losing weight, right? Whether it was saving money, whether it was commitment to your partner, whatever commitment you did, and you really put your time into it, and you really made an effort, think about that time when your life actually changed for the better. It opened up new roads, right? It opened up new opportunities, right? And that's the same thing here with RIMAN, where many of you that are on this call right now has to make a commitment, right? You got to make a commitment to actually going with your plan of growing your business, right? And when I first got started, my mentor told me, Steve, you got to be committed to this plan, right? You got to be committed to following this plan. And, you know, even though I didn't come from a skincare background, many of you know that my background has been working in the Korean entertainment industry. He says, Steve, the first thing you got to do is this. You got to schedule 2 K pop-ups, right? And I said, what's a K pop-up? He said, a K pop-up is a place and time where you get together, you can invite people over where they can get to try out the products, use the products, learn about the products, and you're pretty much having a pop-up event with K beauty products. That's what a K pop-up is, right? So he said, first thing you want to do is set up 2 dates, right? Maybe a weekday and a weekend, right? Because you always want to give people 2 options on when they can come, because some people might be busy in the weekends, some people might be busy in the weekdays. So always give two dates. And he said, make a list, right? And I said, okay, I have some people. He said, Steve, where's your list? I said, I have it in my head. He said, Steve, how many people is in your head right now? I'm like, I got 5 people in my head. It's like, Steve, if you try to invite 5 people and you just keep it in your head, you're never going to grow your business. You want to put it down on paper, right? And organize it and really see who can come out to your next event? And guess what happened? I started making a list. And not only did I make a list of potential people that could be a potential customer, a potential person that could be a business partner, I just made a big list and I didn't prejudge anybody, right? The one thing you don't want to do here is this. Do not prejudge people. The people you think that will do the business, they might actually not do the business. The people that you think that won't do the business, they'll actually do the business. Many people that are on the call right now that are, let's say, with us for at least a month or a little bit longer, they can all attest one thing. Many of them thought that some of their friends wouldn't do it, but they did it. And some people that thought that would be a superstar never joined RIMAN. So one thing you want to do is this: make a list of anybody and everybody, and do not prejudge. Okay, so that's an important thing that all of you should do. Next, as you are using the products, right? Guess what you want to do? You want to have a product story. You want to have a before and after, because why? People are going to want to see your changes in your skin. But not only your product story, you're going to want to also have a business story, right? Remember, our business, yes, our products are great. Yes, the ingredients are amazing. Yes, the community is amazing. But at the end of the day, it's the story that sells, right? Facts tell, stories sell. See, I can go up to you, right? And I can read you all the ingredients in my calming gel, right? I can read you all the ingredients, right? And I can tell you, hey, do you want to use it, right? Or I can just show you a before and after photo of me and say, hey, look at my skin change. Hey, look at this before and after photo, right? And guess what the other person is going to say? Hey, what did you use? Let me get some, right? It's the same thing as this. If I had a Red Bull, okay, and I read you all the ingredients in a Red Bull, right? And I told you all the glucose, all the sugar, and all the ingredients in a Red Bull, and I asked you, do you want to drink it? You probably would say no. But if I just sipped on it and I said, oh my gosh, this is delicious, do you want to have a sip? Of course you would say yes, because what happened, right? You saw me drinking it. My change, my expression was good. Same thing in this business as well. It's the story that sells, right? It's the story that sells. So you have to use the products. You got to have a product story. You got to have a before and after photo. But in the beginning, sometimes in the beginning, a lot of people don't have before and after because they're so brand new. When I first started, I didn't have a before and after. So guess what I did? I had to share other people's before and after. I had to share other people's stories, and other people's stories sold and people joined the business, right? So understand that next thing you want to do is this. You got to attend events. This is an orientation, right? If this is your first orientation, congratulations. You're not going to understand everything on your first orientation. It didn't take me 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, or 6 weeks to understand everything. Guess what I just did? My mentor always told me, Steve, plug in every week. Every week, keep on learning, because every week, you're going to learn something new. Every week, a new speaker will tell you something different that's going to help you build your business. So every time when I was on these calls, I heard golden nuggets, right? The great things that help me improve my business, right? So remember, hop onto these orientations, never miss these orientations, and make sure your future team members get on these orientations as well. We have presentations every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. These presentations are designed for you to bring new people onto the presentation. Don't try to be the expert. You know, the biggest mistake is new people. I know you're excited. I know you want to share with everybody, but sometimes you tell too much information. I had a friend of mine, and I was seeing her, and I was seeing she was like saying, hey, Steve, I'm not getting a lot of success in RIMAN. And I said, what have you been doing? She said, I've been messaging people about RIMAN. And I said, show me the messages. You know what she was doing? She was presenting the entire presentation in a text message, which was confusing. All you want to do is get them to the Thursday presentation. You're going to have leaders like myself and all the other great leaders presenting for you. So you don't have to be the expert, and it's okay. It's okay to be brand new. It's okay to be brand new. Just invite them to our Thursday presentation. Many teams have their own team events. Make sure you plug into those. And of course, we have trainings and conventions coming up very soon as well. Obviously, we have these starter kits. If you're brand new, if you started this month, guess what you have access to? These starter kits, okay? These starter kits are only available to brand new planners and higher. So if you're a brand new planner, manager, or senior manager, these are available to you. Existing members are not, they don't have available, they can't get these. So this is good for when you get started for 30 days. You can get the EX9 Starter Kit Plus, or the Starter Kit Premium, okay? When I got first started, I went right to the Starter Kit Premium because I wanted to have all the products. I wanted to demo all the products and have enough inventory, because why? I knew that if this product was this good, everyone's going to want to buy a product from me. So guess what I did? I started with this starter kit premium, right? So you can get 2 of those to become a manager, 4 to become a senior manager. But if you just want to start with a basic set, go with the EX Line starter kit. It's up to you, right? Canada, we have the same starter kits available, but for the starter kit premium, you also get the Deep Talk Plus included into the Canadian starter kit premium as well. These travel kits are amazing, and we just launched these travel kits this month that are included into your starter kits, right? So if you are a brand new planner, you have access to this, right? And if you are an existing planner, there's some extra monthly specials that you can get your hands on this. But literally, these travel kits is what really helped my business explode. When I first got started with RIMAN, I was fortunate to get a bunch of these travel kits. I purchased a lot of these travel kits. I knew one thing: as enough people tried out these products, my business, my partners will come in regardless. Because why? I knew that eventually some people try the products out and they're gonna love the products, right? So those travel kits are golden. Make sure you get some right away, okay? Next, this month in July, we have a 3X promotion. RIMAN says this: on top of an amazing compensation plan you just heard from Mr. Jermaine Johnson and also Julian Down, right? They said this month in July, we're going to give you an additional $1,000 to extra of $2,500 extra dollars in your pocket on top of the regular compensation plan. Let me briefly explain to you how this works. Let's say you guys started this month and you're just a planner, and you go out there this month and you help 3 people also sign up as a planner. And those individuals, by the end of the month, complete 1,000 business points personally by themselves. Let's say they had a total of 1,000 business points, you'll get additional $300. If this month you go out there, you help 3 people become a manager by the end of the month, or they can start as a manager, either or, company will give you additional $1,000. If you go out there and you help 3 people become a senior manager before the month ends, company will give you additional $2,500 extra dollars on top of the commission you're going to be already making, right? So that's a huge incentive where you can make additional few hundred to a few thousand extra dollars on top of the compensation. These Tuesdays are orientations. These orientations are designed to help all of you to really build a business and follow our proven system. This Thursday, we have National Director Mr. Tim Herr presenting this Thursday. We also have a testimonial by Elena Huffman that she's going to be going over an amazing testimonial as well. You want to get all your guests, all your prospects onto this Thursday Zoom call. And that's it. Let the professional do the talking. Let Elena do her testimonial. You don't got to be the expert. One more time. Just get them onto the Thursday calls and make sure you get them in early, because we have had days where we maxed out with 500 plus people on these Zoom calls and people can't get in, right? Every Monday at our House of RIMAN, we have a weekly Monday VIP event. So if you know people in California that's in the Irvine vicinity, guess what you want to do? Invite them to our Irvine event on Monday night at 7 p.m. We also have weekly product universities. If you're someone that says, hey, Steve, everything I heard was great, but I want to learn more about products. I want the ingredients. I want to learn everything about products. This is for you. Wednesday, Product University. Every Wednesdays, we go over all the information about the products. Take a picture of that. Register for your next Zoom class with the Product University as well, right? So, and of course, we have our RIMAN retreats coming up at the end of the year to Jeju Island, South Korea. If you become a director by the end of September, you will get qualified to come with us to South Korea, to Jeju Island as well. I was fortunate to go last year. I'm also going to be going this year as well. This place is amazing, right? They built a 9-villa resort here where you could stay there in the villa. There's a lifting pool, a Pyeongpur spa. I mean, it's all 5 stars. Food is amazing. I mean, it's top notch. I can't wait for so many of you to get qualified for that RIMAN retreats, right? We also have a convention coming up. This was our prior convention in April. We had thousands of people there, but what I'm more excited about is the September convention coming up. Convention coming up this September as well. So if you want to get tickets, make sure you scan this QR code, lock in your convention tickets so that you can get your tickets ready and attend this convention. You will get 6 to 9 months worth of training over a weekend. I highly recommend this training as well. And we also have room discounts as well. These rooms are filling up quickly. Also, you know, like I said, tickets for the convention we sold a lot of tickets already, right? So it's going to be sold out very, very soon. Make sure you lock into the convention. I'll share with you one thing before we end the call. I remember when I first got started in this industry, right? And I remember I asked my mentor, like, I want to have a lot of success here. He said, Steve, you got to come to the convention. I said, when's the convention? He's like, it's this weekend. I was like, that's too soon, right? I gotta buy a plane ticket. I gotta get a hotel. I gotta pay for the ticket. At the time, financially, I wasn't in a good stage. Even paying for a plane ticket and convention and all these, even if it was only $1,000, that was a lot of money for me back then, right? And I said, I can't go. That's too much money. He said, Steve, if you really want to win, you got to go down there. So guess what I did? I started talking to all my team members and friends. Hey, you want to go? You want to go? You want to go? You know what they all said? Nobody wanted to go. So I almost didn't go. I almost didn't go to my first convention, but last second, got some funds together, borrowed some money, and I went down. Literally the last day I made a commitment. I said, you know what? I'm going to go. I went down there to my first convention. At the time, no experience in this industry. Went to my first convention. That first convention, being at a room with thousands of people, literally unlocked my potential. That first convention, many, many years ago, is when I met President of Sales, Mr. Danny Bay. We connected, we became best of friends. And from that one convention, I came back home. I was excited, pumped up to do meetings, but my team wasn't really doing much back then. And they were coming late to the meetings. And guess what happened later? I said, you know what? I got to bring these guys to the convention. I brought them to the next convention. You know what happened after the convention? My team members are early. They're setting up the chairs. They're like super early. They're all contributing. And my team exploded, right? So the secret to this business is this. Number one, make sure you're at the convention. If you have a team, make sure you're there at the convention too, because the training at the convention will help all of you unlock your potential, right? Keep the promise you made for yourself. I know some of you want to do well with us. I know some of you want to become great leaders of the company. Make the promise to yourself. If you want to be great, make sure you follow the system, make sure you attend the convention, and make sure this Thursday you start inviting for guests for our presentation as well. Thank you, everybody that joined tonight. Thank you, all the speakers, all the trainers as well. Tonight was a phenomenal orientation. I can't wait for the next call this Thursday with National Director, Mr. Tim Hurst. So have a great night, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you on our next call.